So let's talk about the original Frankenstein, which is turning 90 this year.
Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews.
So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Joel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 1931 sci-fi horror classic Frankenstein, released by Universal, directed by James Whale, adapted from the 1927 play by Peggy Webling, which in turn was based on Mary Shelley's 1818 novel Frankenstein, or The Modern Prometheus. Now, the Webling play was adapted by John L. Balderston, and the screenplay written by Francis Edward Farrago, and Garrett Ford, with uncredited contributions from Robert Florey and John Russell. The film was produced by Carl Lemuel Jr. If I mispronounce that, I apologize. The film stars Boris Karloff as our monster and what have you. He's credited with a question mark at first, but soon we find out that it's him. Plus Colin, Clive, May Clarke, Dwight, Frye, and others. So now, we get a little intro from Edward Van Sloan, standing from behind a curtain to break the fourth wall and deliver a brief caution to the audience, if you've seen this film. Well, anyway, in a village of the Bavarian Alps, Henry Frankenstein and his assistant Fritz, a hunchback, piece together a human body. Some of the parts are freshly buried bodies, and some are from the bodies of recently hanged criminals. In a laboratory he's built inside a watchtower, Henry desires to create a human, giving this body life through electrical devices. He still needs a brain for his creation. At a nearby school, Henry's former teacher, Dr. Waldman, shows his class the brain of an average human being and the corrupted brain of a criminal for comparison. Henry sends Fritz to steal the healthy brain from Waldman's class. Fritz accidentally damages it and so brings Henry the corrupt brain. Henry's fiancée Elizabeth speaks with her friend Victor about the scientist's peculiar actions and his seclusion. Elizabeth and Victor ask Waldman for help understanding Henry's behavior, and Waldman reveals he is aware Henry wishes to create life. Concerned for Henry, they arrive at the lab just as he makes his final preparations. The lifeless body on an operating table. As a storm rages, Henry invites Elizabeth and the others to watch. Henry and Fritz raise the operating table toward an opening at the top of the tower. The creature and Henry's equipment are exposed to the lightning storm and empowered, bringing the creature to life. Frankenstein's monster, despite its grotesque form, seems to be an innocent, childlike creation. Henry welcomes it into his laboratory and asks it to sit, which it does. He opens up the roof, causing the monster to reach out towards the sunlight. Fritz enters with a flaming torch, which frightens the monster. Its fright is mistaken by Henry and Waldman for an attempt to attack them, and it is chained in the dungeon where Fritz antagonizes it with a torch. Hearing Fritz shriek in the dungeon, Henry and Waldman run down, finding that the monster has strangled and hanged Fritz. The monster lunges at the two, but they lock the monster inside, realizing the monster must be destroyed. Henry prepares an injection of a powerful drug, and the two conspire to release the monster and inject it as it attacks. When the door is unlocked, the monster lunges at Henry as Waldman injects the drug into the monster's back. The monster falls to the floor unconscious. Henry collapses from exhaustion, and Elizabeth and Henry's father take him home. Henry is worried about the monster, but Waldman reassures him that he will destroy it. While Henry is at home, recovered and preparing for his wedding, Waldman examines the monster as he prepares to vivisect it. The monster strangles him. It escapes from the tower and wanders through the landscape, encountering a farmer's young daughter, Maria. She asks him to play a game with her in which they toss flowers onto a lake. The monster enjoys the game, but when they run out of flowers, he throws Maria into the lake where she disappears beneath the surface. The monster runs away. With preparations for the wedding completed, Henry is happy with Elizabeth. They are to marry as soon as Waldman arrives. Victor rushes in saying that Waldman has been found strangled. Henry suspects the monster. The monster enters Elizabeth's room, causing her to scream. When the searchers arrive, they find Elizabeth unconscious. The monster has escaped. Now for the ending. You know the procedure. 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below. If you've seen the movie already, continue on. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Maria's father arrives carrying his drowned daughter's body. He says she was murdered, and the villagers form a search party to capture the monster. During the search, Henry is attacked by the monster. The monster knocks Henry unconscious and carries him to an old mill. The peasants hear his cries and find the monster has climbed to the top. Dragging Henry with him, the monster hurls the scientist to the ground. His fall is broken by the vanes of the windmill, saving his life. Some of the villagers bring him home while the rest of the mob set the windmill ablaze with the monster trapped inside. Yes. At Castle Frankenstein, Henry's father celebrates the wedding of his recovered son with a toast to a future grandchild. End of story. So, what did I think of Frankenstein? Well, like Dracula, I've only seen it maybe 2 or 3 times, but I gotta say, it is definitely a very good monster film, and I've come to like it now. Anyway, the film is celebrating its 90th anniversary this year, so that's why it's being done early, because it won't be until next month when it turns 90, because it came out in November of 1931. Like Dracula, it became a big success and was well received by both critics and audiences, and it spawned a number of sequels and spin offs and has had a significant impact on popular culture. Yes, the imagery of a maniacal mad scientist with a subservient hunchbacked assistant and the film's depiction of the Frankenstein monster have become iconic since. So that's something. And I gotta say, it's just so incredible. Anyway, it seems everybody has enjoyed this movie over the years. I'd say they found nothing really wrong and what have you, and I'm going to agree. There's nothing wrong with this movie. The story's good, the cast is good. Colin Clive as Henry, May Clarke as Elizabeth. Let's see. And Boris Karloff as the monster, and Edward Van Sloan, who plays Dr. Waldman. Yeah. Dwight Frye as Fritz. Yeah. Shoot, even Marilyn Harris playing Little Maria. Yeah, definitely really something. So anyway, Frankenstein's just one monster flick you will not be disappointed with if you've not seen it. And the music by Bernard Kahn's pretty good too, as a matter of fact. So in the end, would I recommend Frankenstein? The answer is definitely a hell yeah. I mean, if you aren't disappointed with Dracula, you shouldn't be disappointed with Frankenstein either, because this is a monster classic. This is one you gotta see. Everything in it is perfect. Cast, music, story, etc., etc., etc. So, what are your thoughts on Frankenstein? You can tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big V Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the many sequels to this film in the form of Bride of Frankenstein. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, check out these other videos I've done. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Dracula, which came out the same year this did, in 1931. In the upper right-hand corner is a back-to-back review of a little spoof of the character, only with a dog, in the form of Frankenweenie, where I reviewed both the 1984 live-action short and its 2010 something remake. Or if you just want a little something different, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my spoiler free review for the just now released new adaptation of Dune. And the bottom right hand corner is a button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.